Hey, it's Peter with the Garden Family.
And Hilary.
And it's Thanksgiving today, and we are gonna do the last harvest of the year. It's supposed to be in the teens coming up here, so pretty much the end of the garden season, but we actually have some great vegetables. This is the latest we've had vegetables in the garden, so come along on a Thanksgiving harvest.
This is our first year growing Brussels sprouts, and I'm excited because Brussels sprouts are one of my favorite side dishes to cook and serve on Thanksgiving. So we're actually harvesting these plants on Thanksgiving to serve tonight.
It's pretty heavy stuff.
I don't think I could do that.
Maybe I'll take it.
I think it would need a different person, a little more strength.
Oh, I got it. All right. Oh my gosh, look how great these look. Wow. Those look awesome. Let's get the other one. All right, here we go. Big reveal. Wow. These look so good. These ones are too old, so we could have harvested these and just had a smaller harvest, but you can see all these are tight, kind of like a tight cabbage. They look really good. All right, so as far as, look how great these look. As far as timing of these, I think I started these in June indoors. We planted them out, I think late July here. And so now it's November 28th. And I think we got the timing right. These look so good. These right here are storage number 4 cabbages. This is the first time we've grown a dedicated storage cabbage. They're longer to maturity than normal cabbage, so I planted them when we planted the Brussels sprouts, so 100 days to maturity. These heads feel really good, kind of rock hard. So let's see what these cabbage look like. There's one right there. That looks amazing. Get these other out of here too. You can't feel through the video, but this cabbage is the hardest cabbage I've ever felt. Hilary, come feel how hard this cabbage is.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I guess that's why they store so well. So we'll see. Supposedly they store for a few months just in the cellar.
And we are also going to harvest purple cauliflower, white cauliflower. Purple is, of course, my favorite.
So interesting thing about the cauliflower, even though the days to the maturity were about the same as the broccoli, these matured a lot later. This one's probably just a little past its prime. If we look right here, you can see some of the florets are starting to separate apart, but it'll still be great. Get a few more of these. This one's a little bit smaller, probably could use more time, but with those temperatures in the teens, it's really, we just got to get these out of here. these can withstand temperatures kind of mid-20s usually without protection, but once it gets into the teens, pretty much everything's done. The white variety we grew is Amazing is the variety. Been pretty happy with it. We harvested most of the white cauliflower. You can see one of those things on there. These guys are surprisingly resilient. One of the little cabbage worms. Surprisingly, they stay alive even after a frost. So if you can grow cauliflower, you're probably also gonna have these guys. And then just one last variety. It was quicker to mature, so it's kind of past its prime. This is the last variety we grew in the fall. This one was called Clementine. And again, you can see the head starting to pull apart there. So we probably should have harvested this a few weeks ago, but it'll still be tasty. Look at the size of these cauliflower. This is the variety Lavender by Johnny Seeds. I'm not sure if you can see it compared to my head. These things are heavy. I think we're gonna be giving some cauliflower away.
But wait, there's more.
Whoa. Look how big that is. This is definitely the best fall that we have had. Wow. One might be bigger than the other ones. So the broccoli we actually harvested starting about a month ago, actually. So if you look in here at this broccoli, this was where we harvested the main head of broccoli. And then this is actually just a side shoot. But you can see that side shoot's actually a decent head of broccoli.
And we also grew fall carrots. We grew spring carrots and didn't really think they turned out very well, so we wanted to try round 2. So let's see. Look at that perfect little carrot.
Those look great. Yeah, we sowed these somewhere in, I think in August, but in retrospect, we would have done it a few weeks earlier.
Look at that.
Those are gonna be great though.
I think they're gonna be beautiful, especially perfectly roasted. With some parsley. Oh, look how gorgeous they are. Oh.
All right, let's talk about beets. We actually didn't grow fall beets. We grew spring beets, and we didn't eat very many of them. So wait till you see the size of these beets. All right, here's one beet. Oh, it probably weighs 20 pounds. All right. There's a beet right here. It's very heavy, probably a little woody. Let's actually cut into it, see what it looks like. I don't think we'll eat this one, but I'm interested if I can actually cut through it. Ooh. All right, moment of truth here. Whoa.
Wow.
Look how crazy that looks. I do think that area where it's whiter though, that area is probably not quite as good to eat. We can always try it. Let's see. It actually sounds kind of crispy though. It's actually pretty good. But we got smaller ones. We'll probably eat those instead. It's our first year growing celery, and I think we probably should have harvested a while ago. We planted it, actually this is spring, or a little after spring planted celery. But what I've found is even though these outer layers, if you kind of look in here, these outer layers have gone bad. As the weather has cooled, these inner layers are actually looking really good. So it's almost like it started over. You can see there's almost like a small extra celery coming out of here. So let's see what happens if I wow. That is crazy. Look how big this thing is. That's one celery plant. Wow. Let's just take a closer look at this. So basically, there's the original plant in here. And those actually look fine too. Maybe they'll be a little tough, you can kind of see that in there. But then it sprouted all of these extra plants off of it. So we've got 3 of these. If you're in the area and you need celery. For herbs, we have this beautiful looking parsley here. Some of these outer leaves, you can see they're just starting to get a little older. But what I'll do is I'm just gonna bunch up a bunch of leaves in the middle. Like that. Cut those off. Now we've got some nice parsley. Parsley is pretty hardy, but I do think it's probably not gonna make it in the teens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna harvest this as well. I'll leave the plants in the ground and then we'll see. I might cover them with some leaves there. There's another great bunch of parsley. Tie that onto this one too. Parsley.
And here's our dinosaur kale. This year it's done really, really well. We've grown it before and it often does very well in the cold like the parsley, but we're not sure it's gonna last in the teens. So we're gonna harvest the outer leaves and keep the plant and see how it fares next week. Now I get the lower plant.
That'll probably do. So the garlic was planted end of October, hello, and we've had such a warm fall that we've had a pretty decent amount of garlic growth. You always get a little bit before it goes to sleep for the winter, but this is a pretty decent amount. So I'm actually gonna put a row cover on here. You getting cold, buddy? I'm gonna put a row cover on here and put just a little bit more leaves over these, just because it's going from really relatively warm for this time of year all the way quickly to the teens, and that in theory could cause the garlic to get some cold damage. Well, I hope you enjoyed our Thanksgiving harvest. This is really the end of the 2024 garden, and thanks for everyone who's watched our channel. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. We got a lot of work to do. It's Thanksgiving, we gotta start cooking a lot.
I need to go cook.
All right,
Yeah.
Well, happy Thanksgiving everyone, and happy gardening.